Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very important message that we'd like to share with South Africans and our international supporters alike. And indeed, this video will be put up on our international website. It concerns the recent controversy of the farm murder debate and, to some extent, the visit of AfriForum to the USA. A lot of stones have been thrown at AfriForum, and we are by no means allies of AfriForum. We know very well that AfriForum is an organization allied to what Nicolaas van Rensburg called die Doringbos. However, the simple truth is that AfriForum has not exaggerated the farm murder crisis. They've understated it. When we went to the USA last year, we didn't go there as advocates of the farm murder crisis. Andre Coetzee, our head of security, and I went there to speak about Suidlanders and a forthcoming crisis in South Africa. But we had to justify our claim that there is a crisis in South Africa, which is not being reported, with substantial examples. They included the Life Estimeni scandal, where the provincial government of Gauteng managed to kill 144 people at least in transferring them from psychiatric hospitals to private care. They included the official unemployment rate of 38.1% in South Africa and an unofficial unemployment rate of 50% or greater. Those examples included the fact that there are now 16.3 million people on social grants and 3.1 million people, according to the government, not to us, paying tax. They included the crisis in our currency and the junk ratings. And they included the example of the farm murders. However, people latched onto the farm murder story more than they latched onto anything else. And so we've become closely associated with this. We are not representatives of the farming community. We are not especially involved with the farm murder crisis, just as we're not especially involved with the squatter camps, the white squatters. But it has led to us having a voice on this subject. We won't speak about it for much longer. This will possibly be one of the last videos that we do on this subject, because we must move on to the next natural phase of revealing to the world what is really happening in South Africa. Nevertheless, our leader, Mr. Miller, has instructed me to bring up a crucial point concerning the farm murder rates. Let me point out to you that our government, the government in power, the African National Congress, has refused to release the farm murder statistics. That was from 2007 until the 5th of May, just 10 days or so ago, 2 weeks ago. They didn't want the world to know, which means that there is something worth knowing. Eventually, as I say, the Commissioner of Police, Kehla Setole, and the Minister of Safety and Security, Bheki Cele, released the statistics, and they were reported, as I say, on Saturday the 5th of May for the first time in 11 years. And interestingly, no other organization has touched on the vital arithmetic that was implied in those statistics. Here's the reality, ladies and gentlemen. last year in our parliament, a debate was held in which the Vryheidsfront claimed that the farm murder rate was 133 per 100,000 per annum. The African Christian Democratic Party replied, saying that they believed that it was 97 per 100,000 per annum. Johan Burger of the Institute of Security Studies is on record as having previously said that the farm murder rate is similar, he believes, to the murder rate of policemen in South Africa, which is 145 per 100,000 per annum. This is all on record, you can go and have a look at. Now, juxtapose that with these statistics. The murder rate, or what they call the intentional homicide rate, in Western Europe is about 1 per 100,000 per annum. Even before now, even before Saturday the 5th of May, we should all have known that our farmers are being slaughtered like flies. Whether the rate is 97, 133, 145, it's phenomenal. Many of you will agree that the mainstream media paints the USA as a psychotic society because of the murder rate in the USA. If you go by what the BBC, Sky News, ABC, NBC, CBS, the German and the French television channels, and indeed even our South African media outlets have to say on this subject, you would think that the murder rate in the USA was higher than ours. Well, here's a fact for you. The murder rate in the USA is 4.88 per 100,000. But it gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. Far, far, far worse. And you can test this for yourselves with a simple Casio calculator, one of those that you can buy from a Zimbabwean illegal migrant from a roadside in Johannesburg. A 20 Rand calculator can prove this to you. We know that the maximum possible number of farmers in South Africa is 33,000. We know that the murder rate over the past few years, according to Kehla Sitole and Begi Cele, averages 56 per year. Simple arithmetic tells us, therefore, that the murder rate is 169 per 100,000 per annum. The crisis is far worse than you will ever learn from News 24, who are far more interested in Bonang's booty, if you can believe it, than, for example, and you can have a look for yourselves, on reporting accurately, fairly, and adequately what happened in Mitchell's Plain 2 weeks ago. 169 per 100,000 per annum. And it could be worse. Let me put it to you this way, and I hope that we get some help from people like Kate Wilkinson of Africa Check, who, by the way, I don't refer to facetiously. Kate Wilkinson is possibly the most honest journalist or reporter on many of these subjects in South Africa. It could be worse. Some people will immediately say, no, it could be better because some of those farmers will have been black. Yes. But the 33,000 includes black farmers. We know that a significant proportion now of our farmers are black. And we know that the murder rate is disproportionately, by exponential factors, higher against white farmers. So we as white conservatives could very easily discover before too long that in fact the murder rate on the farms of white farmers, who are the primary target, is in fact higher when we discount the number of black farmers. Let's say we find out that the murder rate is of white farmers is 50 or 52 out of 56. the average for the past few years. And let's say we discover that the number of white farmers today in South Africa is only 25,000. It is quite possible, without exaggerating, without being hysterical, that the murder rate of white farmers in the new South African Rainbow Nation utopia is as many as 200 per 100,000. There is no like in the world. This is a unique crisis. And it's mathematical. It's not emotional. Yes, we get upset and we raise our voice and we speak vehemently. But the proof is mathematical proof. It's scientific proof. It's easy stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, Suidlanders will not speak forever and ever and ever about the farm murders because it's not our mandate. Our mandate is to prepare for an impending civil war in this country. A civil war that has been promised to us by no less than the Minister of Defence, who 3 days after Black Monday, on the 31st of October last year, said that if white South Africans protest like that again, peacefully by the way, no rape, no murder, no burning of buses, no torching of schools, no setting fire to municipal offices, they will cause a civil war and they will bring a genocide upon themselves. This is the reality in which we are living. Not because I say so, but because the government of the Republic says so. We have to move on to other subjects. But let this be one of our last words on this matter. AfriForum may not be our friends and will never be our friends. But if anything, they understated the extent of this crisis when they were in the USA. They certainly didn't exaggerate it. Not by a long way. Not according to Kehla Sithole and Begi Qele. We thank you for listening. And we urge you, please prepare. Prepare legally, lawfully, decently and respectably. Prepare with your heritage and your forefathers, your culture and your civilization in mind. We are not maniacs. We are decent people who can see the writing on the wall. Let's prepare together. Together, we will be stronger. Good day, and God bless you. Thank you.